Cheryl Burpee Duginski. Did I say it right? Right, okay. Okay, Cheryl. Cheryl's going to be reading her personal essay, He Didn't Die with Death.
Hi, I'm actually reading two short pieces. The first one will be He Didn't Die with Death. My original reason for picking these two to read tonight was that they're both short and they can be read in 5 minutes or so. But once I looked at them together more closely, I realized that although the first essay is not an excerpt from my memoir, together these two pieces approximate the beginning and ending points of the main plot line of my memoir. The first piece is included in this recently published anthology, Just a Little More Time, and the second piece is an excerpt from one of the final chapters in my as yet unpublished memoir. He didn't die with death. Grief is not always the result of death. At 8 years old, I lost my father, but he didn't die. In that same moment, I lost myself too. It would take 15 years for me to begin to find myself again. If I could return to that fateful time now, here is what I would say to my father. Please, don't do this. You are very drunk and may not even remember this tomorrow. I will forget too for many years, tucking these memories away in the creases of my brain, hoping to bury them forever. But these memories will refuse to stay hidden. They will rot and fester in the folds between my ganglia, telling me I am damaged, forsaken, unlovable. Look at me, Dad. See the person I am. A small girl aching for your love, affection, and attention, needing your guidance, wisdom, and experience. I love you. I need you to be my father, not my predator. Please stop now, before you blow shrapnel of confusion, pain, and guilt through my heart, lodging it there until I can gather the courage to extract and examine each jagged, smoldering piece. And here is what I would say to my innocent child self, lost forever in the putrid darkness that night. Please don't go, little one. Stay and fight. Scream, cry, say no. This is not love, no matter what he tells you. You are not meant to be his source of comfort. No, the truth is very much the opposite. It is his job to comfort you. And though it's sad beyond reason that he is incapable of real love, please don't accept this distorted facsimile as genuine. You thought you could finally win his ever-elusive love and approval. You thought this would make you the special one. You didn't understand that giving up your 8-year-old body, so thin he joked you looked like a refugee of war, and keeping his filthy secret in return for his twisted version of love was no bargain. How could a third grader see that his heart was too crippled to give you the unconditional love that was your birthright? I see now why you had to burrow so deep and far from the world that you suffocated yourself. I understand you hid yourself to keep safe, alive, and sane until you might be unearthed. Now that you've been resurrected, each day I breathe a bit more life back into you. I'm sorry you had to keep that secret for so long. Thank you, brave spirit, for allowing us to heal and become whole again. I met and fell hard and fast in love with Stephen's girls on Saturday, August 18, 1990. Stephen picked me up in the late afternoon from a local high school where I was taking a gymnastics judging class. The 3 girls were lined up in the back seat. After introductions, I asked, "So where are we headed?" "Princess Park," shouted 3-year-old Allie. "I thought we'd get some McDonald's and have a little picnic in the park to celebrate Litchie's birthday," Stephen said. Litchie being one of the originals in what's since grown to be an endless list of silly nicknames for Stephanie, the youngest. "She's 1 year old now," added Allie with pride. "Sounds great. Why is it called Princess Park?" I asked. "That's not its real name," Jessie informed me with a warm smile. At 5, she was already the steady, nurturing leader of the brood. "We just call it that because the play structures look kind of like castles." "We play Monster there," said Allie, and it really was as if everything she said had a big old exclamation point after it. "Daddy's the monster. He chases us, and we're princesses and help save each other," Jessie explained. I twisted around in my seat to look at her in the seat behind me. I'd seen photos of these three imps, but now their animated warmth just floored me. A hopeful openness shone from Jessie's hazel eyes as she turned from observing the world outside to lock them onto mine, blonde ponytail swinging behind her. Allie bounced with excitement in the middle seat. Her light brown bob framed pixie-like features popping with effervescent joy. And sometimes Litchie's a monster too. When Daddy carries her around while he's chasing us, Jessie clarified. Sounds like fun, I said truthfully, as Allie wiggled back and forth, grinning at me, and Jessie turned her pensive eyes back out the window. Litchie, under wispy blonde strands, eyed me up and down silently, with pools of blue so big you could almost dive right in. I flashed her my friendliest smile, hoping to be judged favorably. After our picnic in the grass, we ran and climbed and played together. I showed off unabashedly, flipping strings of back handsprings in the grass over and over as they cheered me on. Jessie and Allie took turns showing off for me, too. Look what I can do, they said. Can you help us do flips like you do? And I spotted them endlessly, swimming in their energy and admiration like a fish out of water, suddenly reunited with the sea. Stephen trailed after us carrying Steffi. Later, I took a turn following her around as she crawled, toddled, and explored, while Stephen chased Jessica and Allie. In the photo Stephen took of the girls and I huddled together at the end of the day, my face shines with blissed out exhilaration. That photo remains one of my most cherished possessions.